Hello everybody, here we are again, and I'm just jumping right into this. Obviously you can see that I am moisturizing the face. You can use any moisturizer you like. And here's the Wet n Wild. If you watch my videos, you know what primer this is. It's from the Fergie line. And right into the shadows. Actually, I'm going to use a concealer as an extra base, and this is from NYX. It's a face concealer, and yes, there is a difference. You cannot put this under your eyes. However, as you can see, it works as a paint pot. And then I'm using my palette, my Coastal Scents palette. I think this one is something like 252 colors. And with the two pinks that you see that I just selected, I'm going into her high socket and using that as a transition. I'm using the LA Colors blending brush to do this because this is going to cover a pretty large area right under the brow bone. And blending and blending and blending, you know me. I'm doing a little talking here. I'm talking about her, how to tell whether she is warm or cool toned to the person who's sitting next to me, who, by the way, is Paula, who was in a few videos before this one. And you'll see her in the background. There'll be people walking in the background. Please ignore that. Nothing really I can do about that in this section of my house. And then here I'm taking a blue. This is by LA Colors. It is a very bright blue pencil. I'm using this as a base for the lid, and that's just going to serve to really brighten up the color and make it pop. That's going to go on her lid now, and it's going to be like I would say a royal purplish type of color. It's very, very bright, but I want it to brighten it further. And these colors tend to wash out on camera and under specific lighting. So this is a little trick I like to do every once in a while, and it works like a dream. So any dark pencil really would have worked, but I like that blue to mix in with that purple, and it gave it a really pretty color. More like a, God, I can't describe it, but it's two-toned. It's very pretty. And so that's a generic flat brush that I'm using to pat. As you can tell, I am patting this color on and then just blending the edges so that I can get the maximum color payoff. And as you can see, here goes the people walking in the background. That's my husband. And then taking another brush. This is, I believe, the Wet n Wild, that angled, the one that I would very much this is I'm sorry, I'm jumping around here. This is a cool grayish blue color, and this is just gonna work for definition in the outer V. But I was mentioning before about the brushes. The Wet n Wild brush that I use is very much like the MAC. I believe it's 217, and it works very much like it. And so with these two brushes, I'm applying and then turning around and blending, and I do that several times. If you've watched any of my videos, you know this. And this being a smaller, like pencil brush, and those are the Echo Tool brushes, the tannish one, I am working a really, I would say like a carbon black right into that. And I know I didn't pick it up and show it to you, but that is what it is, and that's why I have a smaller brush. And that's going to give some nice definition at the end of the eye. But this is a smoky look, a daytime look, very plummy looking when everything is mixed together, and smoky again, smoky plummy look. So once again, blending and blending and blending. It's so important. It's the thing that I see that a lot of people do not take very seriously. And this here is a tannish color. I would say off-white, but it's more on the tannish side, and I take that up into the brow bone to highlight. All of this is matte. And then here I'm taking that's by Ulta Beauty, and I'm taking that under her eye. If anybody has seen any of the videos where I apply makeup on her, this is Charlotte, by the way. you'll know that she has very sensitive eyes. And the girl who was walking in the background just a second ago is her twin sister. So I'm taking a smudger brush by e.l.f. and I'm blending that in with the purple shadow that I have on her lid. And then connecting it at the end of the eyes. And then curling her lashes, and I'll be using the Benefit They're Real mascara. And I'll be applying falsies as well by Profusion. But I just want to get some mascara on those lashes. I'm going to make sure I curl them first. And so that they will hold the lashes. And that person who just ran behind me, the camera just now, is my son. And as I was saying, the mascara will hold the lashes better and also will work to blend in with them better. So here I'm applying the lashes. Again, they are by Profusion. And again, that's my son running in the background. And once again, the other eye. And that tool I'm using, I bought at Ulta. It's a really long, and it's meant just for this tweezer sort of tool. And I love it. I think it works like a dream. Any noise you hear in the background, please ignore. I'm, again, in a section of the house where there's a little more activity. So here I'm using the e.l.f. primer. I have the green one to now begin to apply foundation and continue on with the rest of the face. We're having a great time, as you can tell. And that is the Revlon Color Stay. It was the lightest foundation I had because, as you can see, she is very, very fair. And so with an e.l.f. foundation brush, I'm applying that, but I will be really buffing it into the skin with a beauty wedge, as I usually do now. And there it is. And I highly recommend that people do this because it gives you a very nice finish and it really buffs the product into your skin. So here again, the other side, and that wedge I like because it gets into all of the little areas that are hard to get to, like the sides of the nose, right under the eyes, because of the edges that it has. They're not expensive, you can buy those anywhere. There's Paula. She was doing her makeup on the other side. There was a sort of like a Saturday hangout section. Charlotte was going out, and so she wanted me to do her makeup, and I thought I'd record it. So I'm going to set everything now with the Bare Minerals, just one coat. I have the medium and the natural formula. And then with the Glamouflage, which you guys know how much I love, I am going to conceal and do a little bit of highlighting. This is the lightest shade they have. It's called Extra Light. I don't set this because it doesn't have a creasing problem, and I like to leave the dewiness of it on the face. So here, using the Warmth by Bare Minerals, I'm going to be doing a little bit of contouring and also a small amount of bronzing. Very, very light. And that's the blush brush by Bare Minerals that I'm using. And here's my favorite blush in the world, the one that's called Sunburst by Hard Candy. And I featured this in my previous videos, the last two. And this is the Translucent Pearl by Physicians Formula, the highlight. It gives her a very, very pretty highlight. I cleaned that brush and I just used the other side. You don't need to get a different brush to do this. So I'm using the same brush. And then into the lips, I'm using the Kate. This is by Rimmel. And this is in color Kiss of Life 111. And the lip liner that I'm using is by Rimmel. and it's a plummy shade. I don't know the exact color. I've had it for a while. But I love, love, love that lip liner. I'm filling her entire lips with this. And then I'm going to take the lipstick right over. It's nice and matte. And that's going to give it more longevity. She won't have to do a heck of a lot of touching up. And no running either. So that's the benefit of filling in your lips with the lip liner first and then putting the lipstick on top. I dab it and then apply another coat, and that helps a whole lot further. And then I take just a little bit of the translucent pearl and tap that or dab that on her bottom lip, and that's just is going to give her lower lip a little bit more fullness. Also, a great tip is to put that right on the tip of your nose, and it'll give your nose more like an upturn. You know, like your nose is nice and straight and cute. You have a button nose. So that pretty much is it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please show me love. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. And I thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys really, really soon. Bye-bye.